Morning, ladies and gentlemen and ladies. What is happening? Hope everybody's having a great start to the week. A little Monday motivation, a little Monday church talk, a little Monday getting into current events, all the things. So like this video, share this video, do all the things with said video while I wait to be able to share this on my personal page. Thanks a lot, Mark Zuckerberg. We got about 30 days left of this completely arbitrary ban on my personal page. Sharing is caring. All right. Putting it on my personal. There we go. Let's kick the tires like the fires. Let me see the comments light up. Let's see the chat. So tomorrow, just as a heads up, tomorrow I will be doing the quotes that we do during our Wednesday workshop for speaking. So bring a quote. I'll fire off a couple of them where I'll take the quote, make it my own. We'll have a little bit of fun. That'll be Tuesdays. That'll be tomorrow, Tuesday's motivation. I think I have to drop a car for Kelly with Kelly. We'll see. It's going to be around 8. Might be a little bit earlier. Might be a little bit later. Pay attention. I don't know. Maybe I'll note today later on my page. I don't know. It'll be around 8. Just know that. All right, let's get started with today's daily truth. It was something inspired. We had a great church service yesterday. I was actually moved to go do something that I've been thinking about for a long time. And where did that water drop from? The heck was that? Where I spoke to the pastor afterwards because I was like, I've been thinking about this. I do this speaking thing. People are not great with their words. They're not great with their confidence when they speak. Might as well take what I do and share that with them. But I was moved because the guest pastor was phenomenal. And I was like, all right. And he had a lot of things that he talked about with unity. And I know that's what we talk about with Truth Will Set You Free and different things. Rhonda, I see you. Why is there no more comments? I need more comments in there. I see people watching from all different. Let me see where you guys are watching from. A lot of people on Facebook. All right, so the thing that rang true is obviously I posted. People are all posted about the Olympic ceremonies opening and this blasphemous and the table that looked a lot like the Last Supper. Even though a lot of people are like, no, you don't understand Greek mythology. Just so you know, you could actually in art you can combine two things. They combine Greek mythology with what looked to be a Last Supper setup. Do I think it was appropriate? No, clearly not a big fan of it. Now making it this whole thing about against Christianity. How about let's break it down to the common denominator, which for a family program in a world where people are saying that, well, it's a parent's job to teach. Parenting isn't as strong as it could be. We live in a very busy world. There's a lot going on. I don't even necessarily blame the parents. And I do believe the buck stops with the parent. However, and again, this gets into a much more unifying message in a second, but it was part of the thoughts that went through my head. There's an element where the community needs to be there. And this is why parents are getting involved at their, the school board meetings and saying like this book shouldn't be in a children's library or different things like that. Or I don't know, like child drag hour is just something that is incredibly weird to me. I don't understand the purpose. Now, on this Olympic opening ceremonies, there's literally guys' balls hanging out. Like let's just know that it went too far. That's the gist. Like it went very too far. The fact that it was something that, Greek mythology, it's like, why, they talk about it, Dionysus, and they used to have these lavish sexual parties and craziness and debauchery. Why is that the theme? And then people bring up, well, it's France, they're different. We're like, wait, but I thought they were mirroring Greek mythology. Anyways, I digress. The whole thing was, let's just realize that I think there needs to be more responsibility around the things that we put on mainstream programs. And yes, you can see whatever you want on the internet, but you got to do a search and do different This is something that's supposed to bring families together. And that just seems really weird to me. If we look at Janet Jackson and the RIP incident some years back, nobody thought that was okay. The only thing they said was, well, it was an accident. This nobody is saying is an accident. They're just saying it's okay. And it's a little weird to me. Anyways, I just blew 4 minutes of the thing, but getting into the unity message is one of the things I heard through church yesterday. So the thing that I was looking at when he brought it up was 1 Corinthians 12, 13, and 14. Just as a body, though one, has many parts, but all its many parts form one body, so it is with Christ. For we are all baptized by one Spirit, so as to form one body, whether Jews or Gentiles. That whole concept, everybody hit me. slave or free, we are all given that one spirit to drink, even so the body is not made of one part, but many. And he stressed the whole one. Like it says one, we are one, no matter what in diversity. And he brought up the pastor brought up a thing between him and his wife. Like they both, like he likes spicy food, she doesn't. They're different. There's diversity just in the way that they eat, let alone she was Colombian, he's Mexican, I'm white, Italian, Jewish. You guys are probably all different things. We have a lot of differences. But at the same time, it's how we become one. This is scriptural. This is godly. This is the same thing that people were then. And this is why I brought up everything from the Olympics before, because a lot of people were slamming Christians for the judgment in it. And yes, we have issues. I have issues with the organization. I don't have issues with the people in it. The guy with the balls, I feel like he could have felt him. Probably should have put him back in his whatever. But from across the board, we're not. This is an overriding message that we as Christians do tend to be condemning instead of bringing people to God. And I've done this message several times during my daily truths, and I think that that's something to remember. Our mission is to be Jesus on earth and to bring people into our fold and accept them, and then teach them the word instead of scare them away. And that's there's a pastor's message that's being shared a lot about the opening ceremonies. And I don't fully agree with the way that it was said, but it was close. My interpretation I can interpret it in a way that works for my brain process, which is we have to stop being so judgmental. And as much as I think with that opening ceremonies was horrible and horrific, we have to be more targeted and delicate with our words than just jumping at this whole we're angry, mean Christians. We have to set a standard so that people understand that it's okay. God spoke to the sinners and non-sinners alike. He spoke to everybody. So we have to be willing to speak to everybody, condemn the fact that this is not supposed to be probably in front of the screen for children and all that stuff, but also be judgment free in the sense that we let God deal with that. Let's see if we can bring them into the fold of Christianity and let them make decisions from that point. Because at the end of the day, through all of our differences, we are truly one. So that's what I got for today. So with a little bit over on time, the truth is that we are all one. The truth is we have differences, we have diversity. The truth is we have different belief systems in many ways. And just like in Corinthians 12, 13, and 14, it specifically says to form one body, whether Jews or Gentiles. It's across the board. And obviously, that's a simplified picture, but this is biblical, so it's a long time ago. But it's forming everything with everyone and trying to bring people into one body with all of our differences. And eventually, although I firmly believe we are starting to get into the end stages of civilization or a book of Revelation, whatever you want to call it, I feel as though that the key behind all this is we can't lose our composure and we can't lose our unity. We must unite as one and realize that we can call out things that are issues as we potentially destroy the next generation's mind. But also at the same time, when we call it out, we have to welcome it with love into what we do. There is a delicate balance between love, scripture, and being firm with one's words. I think that's the best way to say it. That's what I got for you guys today. God bless. Have a great rest of your day. Remember, don't surrender your pets. This was the Daily Truth in 9 minutes or less. It's Monday. So I had a lot on my mind. I got some great stuff to talk about this week. Again, reminder, tomorrow morning, approximately 8, we got to take a truck in. Something's going wrong with it. So around 8, I will be doing quotes tomorrow. Quotes will be the thing. You guys find some good quotes, and I'll spit them back out. I'll have some backups just in case you're not around. It shows you what I do during my Double Down Speaking class. And again, if you're interested in getting better at speaking, getting better at confidence, go to doubledownspeaking.com. It's not just for people speaking on stage. It's not just for coaches. It's for people in any walk of life that want to get better at speaking in front of people. It's a key skill. Let's see, our tolerance has continued to allow. I mean, I'm not going to lie. I don't bring up quotes a lot, but this is correct. This is 100% correct. There needs to be it's a delicate balance. It is a delicate balance, and we've gone far too far. Like, we need to call out the fact that that should not be on TV, while still loving people that are like that. Like, it's just it's like the children program. It's weird. Anyways, God bless. Don't surrender your pets. Don't be a garbage human being. Take it easy. God bless.